Hi and welcome to Elite NWO Agenda on YouTube. With Donald Trump now as president and in power of the White House, the issue regarding immigration has flared up once again. And just want to give some exposure to my friend who is living in China and his situation that he is experiencing as having a family in China. His YouTube channel is called Loser Lao Wai in China, and he's in a bit of a situation, and it directly relates to immigration and how America treats illegal immigrants, etc. So a little bit of a backstory. So this channel, Loser Lao Wai in China, he lives in China. He's lived there for, I believe, over 15 years. Teaches English in many schools within China. He has a Chinese wife. He has mixed Chinese American family, children. He has 2 children. He's a black guy living in China. And all of a sudden, he's had this crisis come on his hands because his children are born in China, they're Chinese citizens, his wife is Chinese, and again, he's lived there for a very long time, and he lives there legally, and he works there legally. So he's done everything as the system requests. But now the system, the Chinese government are saying that because he has applied for his children to have a United States passport, that his children are no longer eligible for Chinese services, Chinese education, etc. So they can't go to school. And they're demanding that his Chinese-born children have a criminal check. They need visas. They need hundreds of pieces of paperwork. He's basically treating them like foreigners, but they're not foreigners. They were born in China. They are not foreigners. They're born in China from a Chinese wife, and just because he is American and now his children are part American, part Chinese, he used a Western name on their birth certificate. So because he used a Western name, they are not considered Chinese, according to the Chinese government. So just because of that simple mistake of when you're having your children, what name do you want to put on the birth certificate? Okay, put this name in Roman numerals, the Western alphabet. Now is considered your child is not Chinese. So he's running around in circles trying to deal with this situation. And he makes a great point. And that point is, why don't the United States treat Chinese and other illegal immigrants or foreigners the same as how Americans are being treated overseas? You have many thousands and millions of illegal immigrants, undocumented aliens, people that just jumped across the border illegally without going through the correct procedure, and they're being given driving licenses, they're being able to vote, being given benefits, food stamps, EBT cards, and very much more. But American in China, who has lived there for a long time, probably nearly half of his life, he's been treated like an illegal and treated with no respect. So I just want you to check out his channel, Loser Lao Wai in China. Check out his video, how foreign families are treated in China. It's very, very interesting. It's a fairly long video, but if you got 30 minutes to relax and hear his story, check it out. Check out this brief clip from his video, and of course you can check out the full video in the description section below.
She likes America. Because I tell a story. So when Trump had that hard line about, well, we're going to fight China on this, I took it very personal because it directly affects me. It directly affects my situation. It might make it harder for me and my family, but it is a step in the right direction. Whereas if it's very difficult for me to get a green card, for my family to have a stable life, because they are foreigner. You hear my wife saying, because you are a foreigner, or because she's a foreigner, she's not of the full blood, she can't do this, she would never have access to this, she won't have access to that. Now, if China is doing that, then wouldn't it be logical for American and the American government to do that also to its people, to people coming to America? Even though, America is an immigration country, at some point you gotta stop and just like, okay, this is the line now. You can't just let people just come in over the wall, flying, having babies, dropping babies, getting American citizenship, getting all these American benefits, right? But not even living in America, and then when Americans go abroad to other countries, we don't get that same respect. So, am I any less American than, like, I don't know, this is just for example, from like an illegal alien. Let's put Mexico on the map. Let's say, and I'm not gonna even say Mexico. Maybe Guatemala. Okay, a legal Guatemalan that comes into America by way of some secret whatever, right? And comes into America, and basically if she goes to California, she's given a license. She can have a license to drive. If you don't know that, you better read that up. Okay, she's given some kind of card that says you are some kind of I don't know what they call it, like, undocumented citizen or whatever. They call it undocumented citizen when it means illegal alien, because you didn't go through the process to do what you got to do, right? So they go through, they have some problems, but anyway, they're given free education, okay, food stamps, welfare, food. Of course, they are willing to work. I understand that. And that's what makes America great and stuff like that. Yes, yada, yada, yada. But there are so many other people that are willing to work that will just do the process to get in. Because you got to see the background of these people. You got to get the criminal check. You got to do all these kinds of things. Like what I'm doing. I got to go all the way back to USA to get a criminal to get a criminal check. That's like $3,000 right there. I got to get all these national examinations where the Chinese don't have to do that. That's like $100 there. I have to get fingerprinted and all this other stuff. So I'm treated and vetted like I'm a criminal, before I even step in the door of China. And I've been here for 15 years and I still do not have a green card or anything like that. It's still every 2 years, every year, you got to go for the visa like you first arrived here. Like I haven't contributed to the economy, which I have because I pay taxes. Like now, currently, I pay 3,000 renminbi, over 3,000 renminbi a month in taxes. That's over $500 in taxes every month, right? So do I get any of those services that the other Chinese get? No, I don't.
And of course, subscribe to him and subscribe to us, Elite NWO Agenda, and let me know what your feelings are in the comment section below regarding how other countries treat Americans and how shouldn't we do the same? Why are we giving preferential treatment to certain countries when they don't give American citizens the same preferential treatment? It's not just Americans, it's British, Canadian, many Western countries. You are treated not the same as how we treat their citizens. So let me know your feelings, and I'll see you in the next video.